Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and these are the patch notes for the 5-year anniversary update, the Black Widow MCU movie update. So let's jump right into them without further ado and see what we are getting in the update very soon. Now, keep in mind that the patch is not actually live yet. It will be a 7-hour maintenance from 7 p.m. Eastern until 2 a.m. Eastern. And if you want to see everything live as soon as it drops, you can see me over on twitch.tv/Cynicalex. I'll be going live a few hours before the update is available, and I'll be playing, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'll be playing some 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and then at 2 a.m. when the update is live and we can download it and play, we'll be going through that with everybody in the chat. So it'll be a really fun experience, so you should check that out. So we get Red Guardian Modern, and we also get Yelena, and they're exactly what they were in the APK as far as their acquisition, as far as their allegiance, as far as their just general power level with their skills and things. I don't see anything really changed. These things, these listing skills were always listed at level 1. So remember that, if you saw, okay, it was supposed to be 6 seconds or 7 seconds immunity or whatever, that's for a level 6 skill, not for a level 1 skill. Netmarble Monster has been creating skills lately in the past few updates that are much worse at level 1 and much better at level 6 in order to try to milk more gold. So that's why this may be a little bit misleading, where you're like, oh my gosh, what happened to his all defense down? It's a level 1 skill. When you get to level 6, it'll be the way it's supposed to be. Same thing goes with the leaderships. This is obviously for a 1-star mastery leadership. This would not be her final mastery. Her final mastery would be whatever, 6 or 9% all speed, as it shows in the game when you get her to that. And you can see right there, that's the link. So not much to talk about. Yelena and Red Guardian, I'll talk about them more, and I'll play them on my main account. But if you want to see those videos, refer to the ones I've posted in the past for the APK. We've got 4 new uniforms based on the movie. Now aesthetically, these all look beautiful. Hopefully Taskmaster's visor actually works for us now. And then they've got the effects. They all seem exactly the same as they were on the APK. No changes here. They all change into, well, these 2 changes to superheroes. She remains a hero. He remains a villain. So that's cool. And they all cost 1,050 crystals, which is what we expected. We get 5 new characters that can enhance potential. So this was a bit unexpected. We did expect Red Guardian Yelena, of course, but Black Widow and Taskmaster already had their level 70. So who did they add here? They added Daredevil, which the only connection I can really see here is, I think Daredevil's had a few encounters with Taskmaster, but I think more than that, he's dated Black Widow multiple times. Black Widow and Daredevil have actually interacted as a duo on many occasions. So I think that's why he's there. And then, Mockingbird and Agent 13 are spies. So that's sort of how they fit into this update, because this is like a spy type update, agent type update, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D, etc. Obviously, these 3 characters are absolutely trash, so you should not I don't recommend wasting resources pumping into them. But if you love the characters, you're going to take them to level 70. You're going to try to regain your rank 1 if that's what you wanted, so that's what you had. So there's that. Hopefully these characters get reworks in the future, but with Netmarble Monster, if it doesn't make money, it's probably not going to happen. Now Black Widow's going to get her tier 3. They did change her tier 3 skill from the APK. So I'm going to show you really quickly. You can see there's all defense down, there's ignore dodge, there's invincibility, there's removes all debuffs, there's accumulation. The accumulation is probably the biggest thing there. Now the all defense doesn't apply to World Boss. That's okay in my opinion because of the accumulation. The accumulation looks really nice. Accumulation can really stack up. So if you look at her tier 3 skill right now, it does not have the accumulation. I believe that they removed the increases damage by 50% for 1 attacks for 8 seconds. So they removed that, and instead they gave her the accumulation. I prefer the accumulation, more consistent damage, longer buff, rather than just buffing 1 skill for 8 seconds. She's going to get a buff, an all attack buff for 8 seconds. So I like that. And then we'll see what the damage looks like and how it sort of plays out. But yeah, so they did, I think in my opinion, they did buff her tier 3 skill a little bit. Maybe some people will want more of a buff, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out in things like GBR. We've got the Awakening skill for Red Guardian. Now, if you were wondering, the characters you need to take to tier 2 in order to get his Awakening skill unlocked are Black Widow, Taskmaster, and Yelena. So 2 free to play, 1 not very free to play, but not 100% cash paywall, as we will talk about. So yeah, there's Red Guardian. And then we have the legendary battle. If you do not own a Taskmaster at all, you will get a 6-star Taskmaster from this legendary battle. If you already own Taskmaster at 6 stars or tier 2, you don't get anything. That's always been that way, so don't get confused as if they're robbing players of things. They never gave players who already had Spider-Man, already had War Machine, already had Captain Marvel. They never gave us anything extra. This is just for new players to sort of get them situated, but this is a really good one for new players. It's a villain, which helps out your Shadowland first completions, and of course he's got a really good tier 2 passive for buffing allies, and then with the uniform it gets even crazier. Now the legendary battle is the same legendary battles we've gotten used to from the movies. There's normal and extreme. Extreme costs 2,500 crystals, and then you get some rewards. These are the regular rewards for clearing the game mode. They're pretty good. There's some level 5 XP chips. I like that, 30 of them. I think these are fine. These are all free rewards, except for, stuff like getting level 6, getting 6-star Yelena. If you don't get her, obviously that one's not free, but most of the rest of this is free. I guess Yelena's uniform is also not free, but Taskmasters and stuff, it's all pretty much free. And then, of course, if you purchase the Extreme Pack for 2,500 crystals, you will get some additional rewards. Now, I do think that this is one of the better extreme battles that they've released as far as the rewards are concerned. They have reduced the cost of the other rewards in the other legendary battles, as we've talked about. So, instead of having to get Thanos and Captain Marvel and Spider-Man to type 6 enhancement, they reduced it to type 3. A lot of uniforms like, Killmonger's uniform for the CTP of energy, Hela's uniform for the CTP of energy, Thor Ragnarok uniform for the premium card. Instead of having to go to Mythic, you now only have to go to Heroic. So all of those legendary battles, I mean, Thor's is free, but all of the other legendary battles have gained value. They've increased value. So for those of you that haven't purchased them before, you can consider purchasing them now, and you can go in game and see after the update what the new conditions are to get the rewards, and then gauge whether they're worthwhile or not. But it's looking like about 2,000 crystals to get a fairly easy CTP selector for Spider-Man and a fairly easy CTP of regen for Captain Marvel. Thanos is still kind of annoying, but type 3 is much cheaper than type 6, like insanely cheaper. So just hit up those GBR runs and you'll have enough in no time. Now the rewards for getting the extreme battle for Black Widow, as I said, are pretty good. You get 500 crystals back, so in total it only costs you 2,000. Of course, you need to read the challenges and make sure that you can actually complete them in order to get the crystals back. But I think they're all competition. They're all competitive, like gameplay crystals, except for getting Black Widow's uniform to legendary. So actually, you don't have to get Yelena to purchase this and get all the crystals in return. You get a special icon, the sort of the GIF icons that we talked about. You also get a level 6 enhancement potential ticket. I want to show you guys this one really quickly. So if it changes in the live version, we know. But essentially what the ticket is supposed to do, and it's the ticket over here, I just want to make sure, and I want to hold Netmarble Monster accountable. I don't want any kind of switcheroo. This ticket right here that you get for getting red Guardians Awakened skill, so that means you do need a tier 2 Yelena, so it's expensive. But that ticket should, again, if they change it, they're in trouble, but it should take any non-native tier 2 character from level 60 to level 70. So as you see here, it is not a 60 to 62. It is it's not a 68 to 70. It is all the way, 100% of the way. So you save 2,400 bios. You save at minimum 10 million gold, which would save you thousands of black antimatter, chaos Nornstones. I don't think this upgrades their gears past 20, but this is a huge time saver. Now you need to get a tier 2 Yelena in order to then get 1,000 Mandalay gem fragments to then get red Guardians Awaken skill. So do not, don't be fooled. This is a very difficult item to obtain, but the value is proportionate, right? So you get tier 2 Yelena, then you awaken red Guardians. You awaken red Guardian with 1,000 Mandalay gem fragments and 750 awakening stones or whatever it is. You don't need to level it up. You just need to get it to level 1, and then you save 2,400 bios. So I like that, large cost, large reward type thing, and then a CTP of Insight for getting Taskmaster Legendary. They're really hammering home the support character role for Taskmaster. Then we've got the regular purchases that you can get for other legendary battles. They've included a tier 2 Black Widow for 1,500 crystals. This is a horrible deal. I'm actually shocked that they added this, because they give you a free, I believe, tier 2, at least 6-star, for sure they give you a 6-star. No, I think they give you, no, yeah, they definitely give you, my free-to-play account. They definitely give you a free tier 2 Black Widow for just completing the story once. So it's crazy to me that they're trying to make money off of this when they give you a free tier 2 Black Widow for completing the story. So never, ever, ever on your life buy this, ever. And then Yelena is available at 6 stars, like Nick Fury, like Valkyrie, like Ghost, for 2,500 crystals. So that's what I said. She's not quite hard paywall. You can save up a mega tier 2 ticket and get her tier 2 that way. So this is actually not that far away for players as long as they hit up squad battle, as you will see soon. They've also reworked legendary battle, as we talked about. They've made a lot of the reward conditions, they've improved them in a big way, so that's really good. The legendary battle improvements are excellent. They've also lowered the difficulty of the stages, which I don't think is necessary. Again, I think they really overestimate how difficult this game is. I don't know who they have playing it for QA or who they have playing it in focus groups, but they must be hiring like 80-year-old Ajumas and Ajashis because like the game is not that hard. I don't know why you keep making it easier. It's already super easy. But yeah, it's easier. And then we have the Future Pass. We finally find out what the Future Pass is. The Future Pass is a battle pass that we assumed it would be, a la other games like Fortnite and PUBG. It's there, it'll be down there. And it's essentially, you can sort of consider it like a cosmic core event that lasts a month or more, and you have 3 different versions of it. You have the free version, basic, of course. You have the I spent a little bit of money version, and then you have the I spent a lot of money version. Now, you cannot skip ahead to the I spent a lot of money version. You have to purchase the I spent a little bit of money version first. So that's pretty stupid. I think they should change that. So as you can see, there's normal, legendary, and mythic. The way that it works, you can only purchase mythic once you purchase legendary. That's dumb. The cost of these passes, it's $10 for the legendary pass and it's $30 US for the mythic pack, which means it's $40 US for both, which basically means it's $40 US for the mythic pass because you have to buy the legendary pass. $40 is too expensive. I will say that right now. I think they need to cut this cost by like $5 or $10, or they need to let you just purchase the mythic pass and that will give you the legendary pass automatically. I think they're overshooting the cost here, trying to milk us too hard. This is just way too expensive. The rewards are good, but this is way too, like $40 a month is insane, considering you also want people to purchase the support, the shield support, Stark stashes. Like, if you calculate everything, you're up to like $70 or $80 a month in just subscriptions. And that doesn't cover additional crystals you're going to need to purchase outside of those subscriptions to get all of the new uniforms and things. Now, yeah, you're not supposed to get everything. You can't get everything for free right away for every update, but I'm not talking about for free. I'm talking you're literally going to have to spend at minimum hundreds of dollars a month for every update just to have access to the content. That's not even maximizing everything, right? That's pretty crazy. So I think this is way overpriced. I don't like it, but as you'll see, I might actually end up getting it because it's got one bullshit item that I really want. So yeah, we'll talk about that. And the way that the pass works, it's basically exactly the same as other battle passes. You do things in game, and that will give you points, pass points, and then once you get enough pass points, you will unlock the next stage, and then you unlock it and you get the rewards. If you purchase, I assume, if you purchase the pass after getting to a certain stage, it will unlock all of the rewards underneath it. So I don't think you lose the rewards. Like, let's say you get all the way to rank 8 and then you decide, you know what, I have $10, I'm going to buy legendary. I don't think it locks you out of these rewards. I think it would be really dumb if it did. Now, let's take a look at the rewards. Have a look here while I drink some water. The rewards aren't bad, so every player for free is going to be able to get these rewards here. You get a legendary card, a 5-star obelisk, and a 6-star ticket. I think that's great. Thank you for giving free players that much. Now, let's talk about what you're making people pay money for. So $10 for 300 crystals is not bad. 100 Mandalay gem fragments, 100 awakening crystals, again, not bad. You get the Professor X GIF icon, that's pretty cool, and you get a mega 6-star ticket. So in terms of the cost, that is good. A mega rank up ticket and 300 crystals for $10 or $14 Canadian. That is really good in terms of the deal. Again, really, really good, but not really good for veterans. Again, this is for newer players who need those mega rank up tickets. etc. Okay, so let's take a look at the Mythic Pass, which now costs $30. So you get hidden tickets, you get, I believe, 250 bioselectors. It's 50 times 5. It's not 50, because that would be a joke. You get some tier 3 components, but very little. You get the Cyclops icon, which is the one that everyone wants. You get one mythic card, which is not much better than the 5-star card, but it costs $30 more. And then you get a Mega Tier 2 ticket. Again, the Mega Tier 2 ticket is good, it's nice, it's always useful, but for $30 and you only increase the crystals by 200, right? You tripled the cost, but you didn't even double the crystals. And it's not like you're giving us more Awakening Crystals and more Mandalay Gem Fragments. You're just replacing these with these. This is like crazy expensive, right? And that's the thing. You have to purchase this to purchase this. So the cost of this is basically $40, right? I think this is too much. The rewards are decent, but it's too much. And the thing is, the problem with this battle pass is that it's not an equal value for all players. That's really the big problem with it. So for newer players, again, I keep saying this, for newer players, Marvel Future Fight is a really good game. So if you've been playing for 2 years or less and you don't have a lot of Mega Tier 2 tickets and you need them for characters like Namor, etc., then this is actually a good deal. But for me, I don't need Mega Tier 2 tickets. A lot of players don't need these anymore, and they're giving them away with token events now, so then why do I need them at all, right? Literally, I'm purchasing this for the frickin' Cyclops icon. Seriously, that's the only thing I want out of this. Sure, the Essence of Dimension and Titan component packs are nice, but seriously, 100 hidden tickets, 500 crystals? Why not replace some of these with more crystals to make this more appealing, right? Why is that so hard? Why not have tiered rewards that take into consideration your VIP level, so that higher VIP players get more rewards? Maybe they get less of the hidden tickets and selectors, and they get more crystals. Like, there's so many things you guys can do. This is just lazy and greedy. So I'm really unhappy with this, and I feel like they're so out of touch because they make these things to try to make money, but they don't realize that the players who are going to purchase these don't need half of these rewards. I don't need hidden tickets, dog. I don't need biometric selectors. $30 for this shit? You gotta be out of your mind. So yeah, and then we have the shield support. Okay, the shield support hasn't changed. It's all the same crap that we thought. As hard as I tried to get them to remove Shadowland Autoplay Plus and make this available for everyone, they didn't. So yeah, it's $10 for 2 weeks. Don't get confused. It's 2 weeks. It's 15 days. So this is $20 a month. So $20 plus $40, just right here, you're spending $60 a month. Congratulations. You are a cow being milked. So yeah, that sucks. And then we got Dimension Mission improvements. Again, I don't know if they know what the word improvements mean. So they are going to be going up to level 15, and they say the rewards from stages 11 to 15 are the same as previous stages. So they are not adding new rewards to stages 11 to 15. But apparently, the chance of obtaining valuable items and character experience acquisition is much higher. Here's the problem that I have with Marvel Future Fight. They say shit like this, but they don't disclose. So we have no idea. There's nowhere here in the patch notes that it tells you what the new chances of obtaining valuable items. So what, we have to believe them? How many times has Netmarble Monster lied to us? How many times have they not lied to us? Okay, so do you think they're lying here or not? Is there a good chance that they're lying through their teeth? Probably. I don't buy this shit at all. And how much character experience? I have to go and test it myself, right? I gotta go and waste energy and calculate it. What, because you guys are too lazy to tell us? Why are you making these changes and not telling us? Are you stupid? Why would you do that? It's so simple. Whoever makes the changes, just write that shit down in Korean and then have someone translate it into English and put it in the patch notes. This is inexcusable. This is trash tier, amateur, indie dev company communication. Hey guys, we changed something very important to your daily farming routine, but we're not going to tell you why we made it better. How do we know that it's an improvement if you clowns don't tell us what's being improved? I mean, you vaguely tell us what's being improved, but you don't actually show us what's being improved. So that's really stupid in my opinion. Anywho, yeah, it's the exact same as the APK. It goes up to agent level 110, difficulty 15. You've got these rewards here. Don't get confused. The yellow rewards are only if you buy their stupid shield support. So yes, if you're gullible enough to pay $30 a month for the shield support, you will be getting 2.8 million gold. If not, you'll be getting 2 million gold as agent level 110. However, again, here they don't address the most important thing, contribution. They do not mention whether the contribution has been changed from 30 to 60, which again is BS. They are going to have a really big problem on their hands if they do not address this, and if we open the update and it's live and it takes 60 contribution. Because if you haven't been paying attention, 60 contribution, which is what it shows right now on the APK. Let me just go over here and show you. 60 contribution on the APK means you need to run twice as many, 2 times as many dimension missions. So instead of making 35 runs per day, you have to make, which is at minimum 280 energy, you have to make 70 runs per day, which is at minimum 560 energy. So yeah, this is not an upgrade. This is a downgrade. This is a nerf. We were getting too many rewards from the dimension mission, and now they're making it harder. The only thing that they changed besides gold is the number of rift tokens. They added 4,500 rift tokens to your total, not to each individual collection. So they did not double the amount of rift tokens that you get, but they doubled the energy cost. They doubled the energy cost, but they did not double the amount of gold that you get. They increased the gold by 400,000. They increased the total tokens by 4,500. So they basically added 1 extra token collection for 5,000 and then lopped off 500 and said, you know what, just slap that baby with double the cost for energy because we are crooks. So yeah, again, there's a higher chance of receiving better gold comic card chests and custom gear chests with an active shield support. They have time to tell you what you're going to get if you spend money, but they don't have time to tell us what we get if we don't spend money. What's new with Netmarble Monster? Guys, we can now choose whether we use the tier 3 skill or not in dimension missions. Wow, riveting stuff here, guys. Thank you for spending time creating this. Yes, sure. Changing the support character list for the 11th or higher time no longer costs crystals, but it costs gold. So for people that are fishing for specific characters over here in the support character tab, you can now continue fishing and spending gold to re-roll for like weapon hex or whatever, and it won't start to cost diamond crystals. So that's good. They improved Shadowland. This could be a good thing. I'm going to try to stop being so salty in the patch notes. They have made the chance of obtaining high-ranked items. Sorry, the chance of obtaining high-ranked items has improved. Again, they don't tell us what the chance is. They just tell us that it has been, and we have to just assume that they're telling the truth. Okay. And they have removed clear tickets, low-ranked Uru, ISO 8, comic cards, and custom gear. So hopefully that means that they've removed, you know, obviously clear tickets is just clear tickets. They're gone. Hopefully they removed all of the 4 and 5-star Uru and ISO 8s. The 5-star comic cards are nice, but we'll have to see. And the custom gears, yeah. I think they're just going to remove the 4-star ones. That's pretty good. It would be better if they removed some of the 5-star ones because, you know, we get 5-star ISO 8 and 5-star, not Uru, but we get 5-star ISO 8 from dimension missions. So having them in Shadowland is really stupid. But I don't think they're smart enough to realize that, so I don't think they did that. And then they have improved the rate. I think it's the amount of uniform upgrade kits, hidden tickets, and gold that you get. So that's good. If it's provided at an increased rate, that means you're going to get that more often. That's bad. Because if we're going to get that more often, then we're not going to get the other rewards, which is what we really want, like 6-star cards, CTP, stuff like that. Anywho, the updated chests are going to be applied on the update, so if you've already played through Shadowland and opened your chests, you don't get these new rewards. So hopefully if you have played all the way to the end of Shadowland Plus, you've saved your chests. Or if you haven't played through Shadowland Plus, you can play through it and then just hold on to your chests. And then the autoplay function has been added to Shadowland, yada, 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 garbage, trash, paying money to autoplay, yeah. Improved Alliance Battle Extreme. So they improved the rewards for Alliance Battle Extreme, but as you can see here, the rewards are not really equal to the, you know, effort. So the amount of effort that it takes to get to 1,000,000 points is not that bad for most days. It doesn't cost that much, and the rewards are decent. You know, 600,000 heroic to legendary comic card chest, nice. 7 million Uru chest. What? Do you guys seriously think that an Uru is better than a comic card? Are you guys high on drugs? Again, this shows how out of touch the developers are. They're either out of touch or they really don't care about their most loyal players, right? The players who can hit 7 million, 5 million now, these players have been spending thousands of dollars and thousands of hours playing their game. This is how they're rewarded. This is the kind of stuff that makes me not want to play Marvel Future Fight anymore. Honestly, it's really disappointing that after 5 years, this is how much they value me as a player. I'm worth 10 level 2 XP chips, uniform XP chips. I'm worth 500,000 gold. I know that you get this every single day, but seriously, they should have reversed this reward and this reward. Why do new players that can stumble their way to 600,000, why do they deserve a better reward than me for getting to 7 million? It makes no sense. It reinforces the idea that the only way to get good rewards in this game is to pay. And it reinforces the idea that you can be a noob and get most of the good rewards. You don't have to try. Again, that creates a really bad community and a really bad environment for players, because you're either casual and you get most of the rewards anyways, or you're hardcore and you're basically torturing yourself, right? You're spending your time and your money for what? Exactly, for nothing. So I'm disappointed. I think they should have, right here at 1.5 million, they should have realized that the next 3 rewards need to be really good. I don't think there's anyone that works at Netmarble Monster who can hit 7 million. I would love to see a video of any one of their staff hitting 7 million. I don't think it's possible. These clowns cannot play their game at a high level, and they give us shit rewards. I would love to say, you know what, guys? You at Netmarble Monster, Joe, Lee, you don't get paid this month unless you can hit 7 million with a tier 3 Luna Snow. Go ahead. Show us that you can hit 7 million with Luna Snow. Show us that this mythic Uru chest is really not that hard to get. Okay? And if you can't hit 7 million, you don't get paid this month. Because you know what? There are probably some players who are paying your paycheck monthly by spending in the game, throwing thousands, tens of thousands of dollars every single month. And this is what they get for their reward. So that's absolutely bullshit. I'm really disappointed with that. Retry option available for Alliance Battle Extreme. Thank you. That's what we've been asking for a long time. Unfortunately, guys, a lot of this update, the Danger Room stuff is cool, but a lot of this update feels like a letdown because the stuff that we've been asking for so long to be added is either added, so it's sort of like a relief, like the replay button, or it's just like, you know what, I would almost rather have nothing than this, because this just shows me that they really don't care, right? To see someone add rewards and then to see the rewards being so bad, these are rewards that they should have added 2 years ago. And then the rewards now should be 2 or 3 times better than this. This should be level 5 XP chips. Guys, you're not going to be hurting them. You're not going to be hurting your bottom line by giving players a little bit more. Look at other games, right? Look at other games. Please do yourself a favor. Look at other games that are making more money than you. Marvel Future Fight doesn't make that much money. Okay? And they don't make that much money because of shit like this. They don't make that much money because they're not milking new players hard enough. You guys don't make much money because you don't value the people who want to spend and have the most money to spend. New players don't want to be competitive, right? They just started. They're new. They're just learning the game. The players who have been spending for the longest are the ones most likely to continue spending because they've been spending. And this is how you treat players that have been spending for 5 years. It makes no sense at all. You guys are clowns. You don't deserve to be. You don't deserve more success. I'm sorry, you don't. This is trash. I'm so pissed off. Anyways, the Danger Room improvements are really good. For Danger Room, they have added percentage to show you how often characters get chosen. So hopefully this will help new players understand that they should stop selecting characters that are bad or weak or whatever. So it gives you an idea of what's popular. So that's good. Doesn't mean that you have to listen to it, but it's helpful. It's a guide. And then they added the leadership icon that will appear only for the first player, which indicates that leaderships, A, do work in Danger Room in case anyone was lying to you and telling you that they don't work, and B, so that okay, guys, if I choose Quicksilver, I'm, forcing us to have this shit leadership. Maybe I should choose, Scarlet Witch to give energy attack, or maybe I should choose Namor for the crit rate. Something that's actually good. So these Danger Room changes are actually really good. They're unexpected. I approve. I think it's great. The victory points awarded for winning in Danger Room have been increased. This is the second update in a row where they tell us this. I'm not going to react with a thank you yet because we have no idea if this is actually true, because last month they told us this was true and then immediately I got screenshots of people getting 1 and 2 points. so I'm not going to thank them for something they actually haven't done yet. The point deduction for losing has been reduced. Again, same thing as what I just said. And then some of the ignored targeting patterns have been reduced in Danger Room bosses. So I think this makes it a little bit easier to have your attacks hit and makes it a little bit harder for attacks to miss, which is nice because it's kind of frustrating when you build up your tier 3 skill and then you cast it and you miss. I think it also makes the missile skill a bit stronger again. So if you've been sort of not choosing the missile skill much, I think it's going to come back into the meta for Danger Room. They did the world boss improvements to the strikers and the resistance and stuff like that. I don't want to spend too much time reading this because the video is already super long. This is just what it is. I'm not going to fight it this time. I think that the resistance is fine when it only applies to the strikers. I think the resistance is fine in the sense that you can improve your resistance to lower the effect. Now, the resistance effect is individual for each boss. So even if you play a lot of Ebony Maw and you reduce his resistance so that you can mind control him more, that's not going to apply to other bosses. So I just want to let you guys know some bosses are better to mind control than others, namely Corvus and Ebony Maw. Cull Obsidian, yes, to a lesser extent, but Cull Obsidian and Corvus and Ebony Maw, they iframe a lot. When they iframe, your skill gets interrupted. Ebony Maw is the worst offender for this. So if you don't like that, then I suggest playing those stages more. However, on the flip side, Ebony Maw drops universal books. We don't need universal books because Netmarble Monster doesn't know how to give us universal tier 3s. So there is sort of some negative synergy there. But yeah, I'll go into the resistance mode and I'll show you guys more about it on my main account once it's live. But I don't really think there's any point in reading this and talking about it because this sort of stuff is so complicated that you need to experience it in game to understand it. So I'll release a guide on it later. And they also added Ultimate World Boss Ultimate Practice Mode. So I've tested this out on the APK. It's really cool. Once you complete your 5 runs for the day, you will be able to basically play again in training as much as you want with any team. So you don't have to worry about clearing it with a character and then not being able to use that character again for practice. Content creators don't have to worry about this either. They can play through their daily stuff whenever they want and then go back to it later. If you awaken a character or unlock a character's potential or tier 3 a character after you played them in World Boss, you can always go back and play them again and see how their damage is improved on the same day. So this is a fantastic change. Again, this update is so polarizing because there are some fantastic changes and then there are some completely unnecessary and bad changes. And then there are some changes that are just a slap in the face to, veteran players and whales. You also have the strikers showing their skill. I believe Dr. Doom was the only one not showing up. This is a really good improvement. I covered this on the APK, so I think this is really nice. And then we have squad battle improvements. This is another really good reward. So again, it's such a polarizing update. So the rewards for squad battle are actually even better than I thought, the daily rewards. So you start off at 5 in the minor league and it goes all the way up to 15 in Vibranium. So this is really, really good. There is a clear distinction between the newest players and the weakest players and the strongest players. So compare this now to ABX, right? Look at the rewards for ABX. Look at the fact that, if you're in Vibranium, you are like a god tier ABX player or like semi god tier and you're getting triple the rewards. Remember that, 3 times as many rewards. Now you go look at ABX and you realize that 500,000 gold. Yeah. One legendary to mythic Uru. How is this triple this? How is this triple to this? It's not. It's really not. Right? Not to mention you're getting a lot of gold from playing a regular Alliance battle, which is even easier than Alliance Battle Extreme. So this sort of blows my mind. I'm losing my voice talking, but this is just insane. Like, They obviously understand. I just don't understand why they don't want to give ABX players their due, right? This is good. Do this for ABX. It's not that hard, guys. This is good. This means that you're going to be getting well over 1,000 Mandalay Gem Fragments per month if you can stay in Vibranium. And I think you will still get 1,000 or very close to 1,000. No, you'll definitely get 1,000 in Platinum, and you'll probably get very close to 1,000 in Gold. So you don't even need to get to Vibranium to farm up enough Mandalay Gem Fragments to awaken characters. Now the real bottleneck is not going to be Mandalay Gem Fragments, just to give you an FYI. It is going to be the Awakening Crystals. So the Awakening Crystals are actually going to be the harder item to get because you only get 120 per week. You don't get more. So yeah, that should be interesting to see. maybe in a month or two, we will be rallying for more Awakening Stones. There is a new uniform collection for the Black Widow movie update. There is a new anniversary card, War of the Realms. If you guys are wondering what the stats are for this card, I can really quickly show you. It's not the best card in the world, but it's not bad either. It comes with a 1% dodge card collection bonus. Everyone in the game is going to get one, and it is a cooldown dodge card with some decent options. The only unfortunate one being that physical attack, energy attack, and max HP are all sandwiched together in the third bonus option. It's not a bad card for new players. It's probably not an end game card, but it's somewhere in the middle. And then we have the new special icons. So we already know that this one is for tier 3 Black Widow. This one is for spending $40 like the idiot that I am. And then this one is for spending $10 like this, the scum that I am. And then we don't know how to obtain Luna Snow and Apocalypse. They say that you can obtain the icons through content completion, future pass, or event rewards. What I would love to see them say and promise to do, and then do, is in the future, maybe in 6 months to a year, release these icons for different things. So maybe now this costs $40, but maybe in a year, because the battle pass, once it's gone, it's not going to come back, presumably, you can get this for tier 3 Cyclops, and so on and so forth. So hopefully they do that, or hopefully they have events in the future that are more free-to-play friendly for these icons. I don't want them to remain paid forever. I think it's fine that they're paid now, whatever. Netmarble wants to make their money. But for them to be paid forever would be kind of a bummer, and it betrays the idea of a battle pass. And then we have some information, some sort of quality of life stuff. There's really not much to talk about here that we haven't already talked about in the APK, except that in game fixes they fixed some things. They fixed a lot of the animations regarding Scarlet Witch, and also regarding Magneto and Wolverine's disappearing skills. So those are the patch notes. Let me know what you think of the update. I am torn. I'm honestly torn. If you guys are wondering if I'm going to continue spending money on the game, I don't know. I don't really want to. I don't really like the direction that the game is going in. But then on the other hand, I feel like there are some people, or there's some mixture of listening, because the squad battle rewards are really good now, and they've done enough to make this a viable game mode. And they made Danger Room a lot better, and they're trying to fix World Boss. So there is some good here, but then ABX is a joke, and like it's just so dumb. And then Dimension Mission, I don't understand why they're messing with Dimension Mission. I basically feel like they're messing with Dimension Mission to sell more shield supports. So I feel like there's this weird mixture of like genuine effort to make the game better, and then just pure greed. And then, $40 for a battle pass is like ridiculous, guys. Talk to anybody who plays Fortnite. Talk to people who play Call of Duty and other games. There's no $40 pass. And those games give you more. They give you skins and stuff like that, not just icons. So they give you literal uniforms for buying the pass. Anyways, no mention of the white Black Widow uniform. Have no idea where that is. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Twitch later tonight. Take care.